All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Group with Global Healing, and I'm sure you've heard a lot about quercetin lately. We've been having some requests to talk about this wonderful, amazing supplement that we've produced. And what I'm going to do today is just kind of go over some of the benefits of quercetin, how it can benefit you, how it's an incredible immune booster. It's a great lung cleanser. And that's the big one right there, especially since everybody's been having to wear masks and we're starting to see lung disease and lung conditions skyrocket, especially in children and adults. It's really an amazing supplement to help keep the lungs clean, and it's a powerful antioxidant. So let me go ahead and get started and start sharing some things with you. So first off, what are some of the main benefits of quercetin? Number one, it helps boost your immune system. It supports respiratory health, regulates inflammatory response, which is huge. Anyone who's suffering from any condition out there, most likely you have inflammation when you look at all disease being caused by boost. And what I'm going to do today is just kind of go over some of the benefits of quercetin, how it can benefit you, how it's an incredible immune booster. It's a great lung cleanser, and that's the big one right there, especially since everybody's been having to wear masks and we're starting to see lung disease and lung conditions skyrocket, especially in children and adults. It's really an amazing supplement to help keep the lungs clean, and it's the powerful antioxidant. So let me go ahead and get started and start sharing some things with you. So first off, what are some of the main benefits of quercetin? Number one, it helps boost your immune system. It supports respiratory health, regulates inflammatory response, which is huge. Anyone who's suffering from any condition out there, most likely you have inflammation when you look at all disease being caused by toxins in your external environment and toxins in your internal environment. And what do toxins do? Toxins invade the system. They cause inflammation. They create congestion in your system. So it's great to be able to use natural things to regulate your inflammation response. Matter of fact, inflammation is associated with every negative health condition. Even now, we're finding that stress, anxiety, depression, what the mainstream and the allopathic medical community would call mental disorders, we now know that a lot of that is actually caused by toxic buildup, especially excitotoxins in the brain from drinking artificial sweeteners, for example, diet drinks. So we have food dyes, we have artificial sweeteners, we have chemicals, heavy metals that can get up into the brain. And not only the brain, but we're finding that the gut gets damaged as well. And there's a gut-brain connection. A lot of the calming, the happiness, the dopamine, the serotonin, a lot of these really positive neurotransmitters are produced in your gut. So the good thing about quercetin is it helps normalize the inflammatory response mechanism. It also regulates histamine and allergen response, which is huge. We've seen a lot of that as well. I mean, actually allergies have skyrocketed over the last 20 years throughout children, throughout adults. And again, all that leads back to too many chemicals, too many toxins coming in, and not enough going out on a regular basis. Another good thing about quercetin is it neutralizes free radicals, and it is a very powerful antimicrobial, or let me just say, harmful organisms. Those terms are actually being censored as well now, unfortunately, because we're living in a world where censorship is taking over, and it's actually really hard to talk about some of these things. But let me share with you some additional information. These are some reviews that we've had. We put this quercetin product out. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago, no one even knew what quercetin was. Only in the last couple of years have we been identifying really strong, powerful, natural aids to help you balance out your system, to help you fight off any type of harmful organisms, fight off inflammation, to educate people, because everything starts with education. It's really important for you to understand kind of the philosophy that we have is, what is the problem, or I don't even like to use problem, like what is the situation that we're dealing with? And what is the solution to that? Or what is the root cause to that? So if you look at things like that, it's more of an educational process. Another thing I've learned over the years is a lot of people don't know why they suffer from the things that they suffer from. I've asked people, tell me why you have headaches. Tell me why you're suffering from cancer. Tell me why you're suffering from arthritis. And they don't understand why. So it's really important to let people know and to teach people, or for you to actually start understanding why we have all the conditions that we have, which are the toxins. And not only toxins, let's say your external environment, that could be what you're watching on TV. It could be hanging around with the wrong group of people. It could be, sleeping on a memory foam mattress. It could be many, many things in your external environment that are causing you stressors or causing you physical damage or exposing you to toxins or chemicals or anything else. But I always love reviews, because these are third-party evidence of how well a product is working. And I've talked to many people in the natural industry, and we're really only allowed to post about 50% of the reviews, because someone talks about how it healed them of this or how it heals them of that. And the FDA is very strict on what we can post. If it's a disease claim, we're not allowed to even post it on our site. But this one here from Sonia, during the fall season, her allergy levels go through the roof, and she's constantly having to take non-drowsy allergy pills. I've been on this supplement now for 2 weeks, and I can say it's been working for me. I haven't had my allergic episodes, and I can easily breathe without feeling fatigued. I take quercetin in conjunction with zinc and vitamin C. I'll be ordering this every 2 weeks for myself and giving it to friends and families as stocking stuffers. It's always good to help other people as much as you can help other people. It always comes back to you. It's good karma. The more good you do for people, the more good that comes to you. These days, everyone could use the gift of good health. That is an amazing statement. Everyone can use the gift of good health these days. Chet says it works, cleared my congestion right up. And Gloria says, best quercetin ever. It's incredible. It worked exceptionally well for my allergies. Most effective and a product I can trust. Love Global Healing. Thank you, Gloria. Best supplements on the market. And that's what we try to do. We try to give you the best, highest quality supplements always on the market. So our plant-based quercetin is not synthetic. It's not man-made. It's derived from the Sophora japonica plant. It doesn't have any toxins or fillers. We only use organic ingredients like organic rice hulls, organic gum acacia. We don't use the magnesium stearate. I tell you, you can find out a lot about a company just by doing this. Call the company that you're getting supplements from and ask them if they're NSF certified. If they're NSF certified, which the majority of them are, they are going to be radiating the products at the end of the line. NSF recommends that you radiate the raw materials before they come in, and they also, it's a requirement that you radiate the products on the finished goods line. Now, that is just incomprehensible to me. Why would I kill the life force? Why would I radiate something? Why would I damage the beauty of the herbs and the energy of the herbs before I sell them to other people? So we refused NSF certification, of course, and we will never radiate our products. We will only provide you with the highest vibrational products that are out there. And anything that we can get from the earth, from the plants, of course, we're going to bring that to you. So a good way to look at other supplements out there is to always look at the other ingredients. If you see magnesium stearate, silicon dioxide, any of those toxic man-made fillers or excipients is what we call them, they put them in there so they can, it runs faster on the machines. Just know that that is a company who's not looking out for your best interests. So our plant-based quercetin is actually bonded or during the manufacturing process coated with a phospholipid from sunflower, and that helps with the absorption. So quercetin is actually a flavonoid or flavanol. It's found in colorful fruits and veggies, and our form of quercetin utilizes the phytosome technology and the Quercefit. We don't actually make this, but we actually work directly with the company. And what happens is, because it has the lecithin, the phytosome technology, it enhances absorption by up to 20 times than other standard quercetin products that are on the market today. All right, just to show you some studies, in a first controlled human study on discomforts during allergy season, after 30 days of supplementation with this product, the Quercefit, there was up to 50% reduction in the frequency of intermittent discomforts and 70% reduction in the frequency of intermittent night discomforts. And what does that mean? You know, if you're having difficulty at night breathing, you're having a stopped up nose, you're having a little bit of a cough, or you're waking up, maybe snoring, different types of allergies, you have a runny nose, etc. Those are just discomforts. And anyone who has or suffers from allergies knows how throughout the day that it's very, discomforting if they have to sneeze or blow their nose, or their nose gets stopped up, or their linings in the nasal passages become inflamed as well. Not to mention, it doesn't help that, all the spraying and the chemtrails and the toxic air that people are breathing on a regular basis. And a lot of people are suffering from, let's say, nasal airborne chemicals and toxins in their homes from all the VOCs, the outgassing, the air freshener some people have, and mold and funguses and all these pet dander and all this stuff that can get in the air. If you ever look at when the sun is coming through the window and you see all these little particles floating around in the air, those constantly, you're breathing into your lungs and breathing into your sinuses, and you're breathing out. That's why it's really important for you to do some sort of exercise to where you can breathe heavier, because breathing out is actually one of the best ways you detoxify and clean your lungs and clean your sinus passages. And when you get to a point, it's best to always breathe through your nose. So even when you're exercising, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. But lab tests have shown that quercetin acts to stabilize and calm the mast cells that release histamines in the body. And that's an allergic reaction. That's, a severe allergic reaction would be an immediate histamine release. And then, unfortunately, sometimes people go into what would be called anaphylactic shock. So allergies, having severe allergic reactions, can actually be deadly in some cases. But quercetin kind of helps control that, and it can work as an anti-inflammatory and an antihistamine, a natural antihistamine, so you don't have to take. But again, these are, what you should be doing is looking for why you have these allergies to begin with, why you're suffering. You should never have to take things on a regular basis. You should always be cleansing and always be looking for ways you can improve things. For example, many people have allergies to gluten and dairy. And they go years and years and years on allergy medications. And then they finally realize that all these allergies and this inflammation is being caused by dairy products or being caused by gluten. And they get off dairy, they get off gluten, and all their allergies go away. So it's just finding, I'll tell you another thing too, that is continually causing allergies and inflammation is eating conventional foods with all the pesticides and all the insecticides in there. There's a long list, but cleaning up your diet, cleaning up your life, cleaning up your environment, avoiding all of the things that can cause inflammation, avoiding the things that can cause allergies is another really, really big step. And that all starts with detoxification, you know, cleansing your gut on a regular basis, cleansing your liver, cleansing all the harmful organisms or parasites out of your body, cleansing all the chemicals and heavy metals out of your body, keeping the inside of your body clean and functioning. And that way, your body's own self-healing mechanism will always keep you healthy. All right, so other studies of quercetin: reduced body discomfort, improved pain and muscle cramping, lowered your stress levels, decreased free radicals, stabilized blood pressure. It also encourages blood flow, supports brain health by promoting healthy blood flow to the brain, decreased risk of cardiovascular disease, aids in fat loss, supports anti-aging through antioxidant properties, and could be a potential cancer support or anti-cancer agent by clearing out dead and damaged cells. Your body is constantly producing new cells and cleaning out dead cells. So it sounds like, you know, quercetin is, I personally take quercetin, and quercetin is one of my favorite supplements that I take. It's just, there's so many different benefits out there that have been studied. All right, so the instructions and dosage, because ours is bound to the sunflower lecithin with the phytosome technology, it can be taken with or without meals. It doesn't really matter. I recommend it's best to take quercetin about 20 to 30 minutes before meals, especially when the meal contains potential food allergens. And we take 2 capsules per day. That's the standard amount. All right, just to go over a few more reviews from Chet. It works, cleared my congestion right up. And anybody who, when I was a kid, I had severe allergies because I had a really bad diet. I can remember for a period of time we were living off of TV dinners. I mean, and that's just, and cooking food in the microwave. And, you know, there's many, many people out there that have really poor diets that just can't afford to eat organic. And a lot of that has to do with all the congestion that you get in your sinuses. So with Chet, his congestion cleared right up. Jennifer said, I love this product. I love the quality of this supplement and all of Global Healing's products. And Joe says, great stuff. I'm satisfied with this and will add this to my daily regimen. It's helped keep my lungs clear and open to breathe easily. Highly recommended. And by the way, we have athletes, runners that do triathlons, that do all kinds of stuff, and they love this product. Bikers that bike for a long period of time, marathon runners. It really opens up your airways and you're able to breathe and improve your times if you're an athlete, and improve the oxygen concentration that's coming into your bloodstream. Again, just to reiterate, I highly recommend everybody read reviews before you buy products, and especially reviews from third-party sites. Like, we don't have any control over these reviews. We have a little bit of control over whether or not it's a claim or not, because we have to follow the FDA guidelines on that. But these reviews that we have, and also the other companies that you look at, make sure they use a third-party review company, because that way there's no way you can buck the system and just like create a bunch of 5-star reviews. All right, so the top sources of quercetin in food are elderberry, onions, cranberries, capers. You see elderberries have about 42 milligrams per 100 grams. Elderberry, echinacea, you know, these are just some of the foods that are going to be high in quercetin. Always make sure that you're eating organically grown foods. That means you're not putting the chemicals or GMOs or pesticides and insecticides into your system, which can cause more inflammation. If you can't get organically grown foods, a lot of the farmers markets that are locally, they do not use pesticides and insecticides, and their food is very fresh. So I go to farmers markets, I talk to the farmers, I know what they're doing. You can do the same thing. Getting clean food is very important. Eating clean food is very important. One study found that organic tomatoes had 79% higher quercetin than conventional tomatoes. That's just another sign of how important it is to eat clean food, eat organic foods. I mean, you're going to have 80% higher levels of quercetin in organic tomatoes than you do in conventional tomatoes. So very important to eat organic. All right, now, why are you hearing that you should take quercetin with zinc? You know, that's one of the main things on a lot of different programs out there, because quercetin also acts as a zinc ionophore. What does that mean? It means that the zinc is a substance that makes the cell wall, or the quercetin will make the cell wall more permeable to zinc. And a lot of the zinc that's out there is actually the man-made synthetic zinc. Another reason why we use only a plant-based zinc for our products. So it's very effective. Most people are deficient in zinc, believe it or not, like most people are deficient in iodine. And so if you're using the zinc, or you're taking zinc and you take it with quercetin, it's going to allow a much higher concentration of the zinc to enter the cell wall, where it will then interfere with any type of viral replication, or protect the cells from any viruses or harmful organisms coming in, as well as provide your tissues with the much needed zinc. Here's a study that you see down here where zinc inhibits, I can't even say the name, but you can read it here, different types of harmful, I'll just say harmful organisms or pathogens that are coming into the system, and can block the replication of these pathogens in cell cultures. If you haven't heard of quercetin and zinc, you know, you probably haven't been doing a lot of research out there, but I always recommend that you take the quercetin with the zinc as well. All right, so we have a great product. I use it along with the zinc and vitamin D3 to keep my immune system healthy during this trying time. If you're watching this, you know that we've been dealing with worldwide health situations, and I foresee that we're going to be dealing with more and more people suffering from adverse effects, more and more people suffering from many different health conditions, cancer, heart disease, inflammation. So now is the time to really get serious with your health. Really start preventing any type of negative health conditions from coming or from exacerbating in your system. It's just the time to get serious right now. I like this product for its superior quality, perfect to improve zinc absorption when taken together. This is what I was looking for after reading on the potential benefits of combining quercetin and zinc. And the last one, I take quercetin capsules as a benefit to my immune system. It aids in the absorption of the zinc. I purchase both formulas from Global Healing and give them an A+ quality rating. Just so everybody knows that's watching this video, Global Healing it still is and was started as a platform to help educate people about the root cause of disease. And honestly, about 90% of the stuff that we do is education based. The reason why I wanted to develop the best products in the world is nobody else had them. And I wanted to take the best of the best. And I'm kind of like a mad scientist when it comes to making sure that we have very high vibrational, very strong, very powerful supplements to give people, because and really more or less focused along the cleansing and detoxification. But ultimately, I want to let people know that you have the power to heal yourself. Everybody has a self-healing mechanism. And pretty much everything, the most powerful things that we have to heal the body, like urotherapy, sunlight, rest, meditation, your mind, being able to focus your mind and raise your energy levels, avoiding all of the toxic things in your external environment and your internal environment. Those are the most powerful things that we have when it comes to healing, and those are all free. So just so you know, some of the final breathing tips, immune health, lung protection. We're going through times right now that are really testing us. Some people are going through really, really, really tough times. The times right now are beautiful. This is the great awakening that's happening. Yes, depending on your karma, depending on where you are in a level of consciousness and a level of vibration, depends on where you are in this great awakening. Some people are having to go through lots of pain, lots of suffering, lots of trauma. It's almost like going through the darkness to get to the light. And what our job and mission is to help those people transition, help those people transition through their awakening. They're finding out things and they're learning the truth about things, about this planet, about the people that run this planet. And so I feel like we've all been put here for a reason, is for this time that we're going through right now, to help this transition of consciousness take place, and to learn more about deep breathing, to learn more about detoxification, to learn more about how we can help everybody maintain and thrive and create this loving, peaceful environment that we're coming into. So deep breathing is another thing that lowers your cortisol and stress levels. It takes you out of that sympathetic and puts you back into the parasympathetic. Nasal breathing, I have some videos on that. That boosts your immune system, concentrates the amount of nitric oxide circulating in the upper airway. You can avoid smoking or vaping. All these things are going to be helping your lungs, helping your immune health, improve your indoor air quality. You can put plants in your home, in your bedroom. You can make sure you have a really, really good, powerful air purification systems. I personally like the REAM units, the REAM Halo, that's REME Halo. Meditation. Meditation is the most powerful way to get back in tune with yourself. Honestly, I believe that we're all here for one reason, and that's to attain enlightenment. And meditation is what I've found to be the most powerful way to keep myself calm, keep your immune system strong, and gain more and more enlightenment. You know, we're in a world where there's very dark forces that want to keep us looking outside of ourselves all the time. They don't want us to go within. Every religion out there tells us to go within. The kingdom of heaven is within. By disassociating yourself temporarily from this external world, this toxic world, you can go within and find peace and find joy and create whatever you want or imagine whatever you want. And the more that you do that, you see, we have these two eyes right here, and then we have a third eye. We have a third eye within us. And that's been proven medically because these two eyes have rods and cones. And we have a third eye, the pineal gland, which also has rods and cones. So we are able to see the inner worlds, the inner heavens, travel through inner worlds if we know how to meditate and go within. It's a whole nother world of opportunity and imagination and realness that we can come to. So meditation is very important. It's been proven in medical studies to help boost the immune system, help reduce stress, help reduce anxiety, and to help you grow in levels of consciousness and enlightenment. And just walking and light exercise, I recommend taking the quercetin, zinc, vitamin D, and iodine. Those are some of my favorites for immune health, immune strength. Iodine is like zinc. I think most people are deficient in iodine, and so it's very important to take iodine and very important to take vitamin D. These are especially zinc, vitamin D, and iodine are those are probably the top three elements that the majority of people are deficient in. The studies that have come out that have talked about vitamin D preventing any illness and keeping your immune system strong. I recommend taking vitamin D every day or every other day, as well as zinc and iodine. All right, that finishes up the seminar or the section on quercetin. Just want to let everybody know you can find all of our products at globalhealing.com. I have been spending more and more time trying to work through education, because that's what I feel is the most important thing that we need right now. So we have a Global Healing Institute. We're going to be making continual changes to that, upgrading it. It's going to be a really, really good learning platform that you can go to if you want to learn how to be your own doctor, learn about the root cause of disease, learn about fasting, learn about urotherapy, learn about all kinds of things over there. And if you want to really get into the truth about what's going on in the world today, you can follow me on Telegram at Dr. Group Official. This is the uncensored Dr. Group. This is where I talk about all different kinds of, I don't even want to say conspiracy theories, but it's more the truth. If you really want to educate yourself on what's currently going on in the world, follow me on Telegram. And until next time, you just remember, you have the power to heal yourself. You have a self-healing mechanism. You have the power to become your own doctor, live and to live a happy and healthy life. Thank you.